Your chance to get the thrill of a lifetime has come to Las Vegas. 12 genetically packed yearling bulls, all eligible for the $500,000 first place payout in the 2015 $1 Million Bucking Bull Championship, are being offered for sale. Not only can you buy a bull, you can also watch him buck right after the sale. Make your plans now to join us on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. here in the arena for the Buy 'em Now, Own 'em Now, Buck 'em Now auction, and make the transition from Bucking Bull fan to Bucking Bull owner. Coming soon to Bucking Bull TV, Bucking Bull Fantasy Games. Each week you'll be able to pick bucking bulls for your own team and have a chance to win big bucks if your team does the best. The grand opening of Bucking Bull Fantasy Games on Bucking Bull TV is this July, so start following your bulls on BBTV now. Bucking Bull TV archives all their programs, so if you miss one, don't worry, you can catch it later. Visit BBTV at buckingbulltv.com for your free access code. You can own a bucking bull. No truck, no trailer, no ranch necessary. We do all the work while you have all the fun. Own an exclusive genetic $1 Million bucking bull and take the journey of a lifetime, competing for close to $2 million in payouts. Compete in events just open to $1 Million bulls. Compete for payouts that continue to be the highest in bucking bull history. Compete at premier events like the Academy of Country Music and the National Finals Rodeo. Join exclusive genetics customers from 41 states and 5 countries for the thrill of a lifetime by owning a bucking bull. Learn more about exclusive genetics at exclusivegenetics.com. Live from the link at the Academy of Country Music's Party for a Cause in Las Vegas, Nevada, you're watching Bucking Bull TV's 2-day coverage of the Exclusive Genetics Champions Tour finale and National Bucking Bull Day. Today's broadcast is being brought to you by Exclusive Genetics and their Saturday Buy 'em Now, Own 'em Now, Buck 'em Now yearling sale taking place at 4:30 p.m. Check out the catalog on www.exclusivegenetics.com and buy yourself a bucking bull. Hi, I'm Jeff Bressler from Bucking Bull TV. I want to take this opportunity to welcome our viewers across the world watching over BBTV, as well as those here at the spectacular new Link in Las Vegas, Nevada. During the Academy of Country Music's Party for a Cause, you're going to have the opportunity to see some of the top 2, 3, 4, and 5-year-old bucking bulls in the country compete in the EG Arena for payouts in excess of $200,000. With that kind of money on the line, it was obviously not easy for these bulls to earn a spot to compete here. Let's take a look at how many of these bulls got here today. Prior to the Champions Tour finale, EG hosted 3 events that were designated as Champions Tour finale qualifiers. The top qualifiers from each of these events earned a trip to Las Vegas and the chance to compete for some hefty payouts, including a winner's check for $25,000. Some of the 2-year-old bulls that have excelled in 2014 and earned their right to be considered a favorite to take all this weekend includes Comeback Kid, owned by Chris Woodruff of Weatherford, Texas. Chris is also our host here through his Group W Productions. The Reed family, also from Texas, own Lavalanche. This bull is a full brother to the competitive PBR bull Stuntin' Like My Daddy. Bob Wisnat is from Columbus, Texas. He has a number of top contenders with Exclusive Genetics, including the bull Jungle Wizard. From Lubbock, Texas, Dennis and Christine Peavy House are ready for action with their bull, Miss Kitty's Peacemaker. Wheel of Fortune has shown continued progress. He's owned by Jason and Amy Mogg from Harrison, Michigan. And Moss the Boss, a really nice son of the great Mossy Oak Mudslinger, owned by Desert Orchid Ranch of Scottsdale, Arizona. Two bulls, though, have risen to the top of the charts. They're the bulls who won the qualifying events to earn a spot in the finale. Champions Tour 1 took place at the Janes Gang Ranch in Orchard, Texas back in February. Candy Cartel, a son of the legendary PBR bull Carrillo Cartel, owned by Dick and Catherine Dial, took top honors in that one. At Champions Tour 2, held last month at the Sycamore Springs Ranch in Locust Grove, Oklahoma, it was I'm Not Alexis. This bull is owned by the all-female Lagana Group partnership. Now, becoming a champion at any exclusive genetic event is prestigious for many reasons. The money, the glory, the excitement, obviously, all come to mind. But equally as significant is that EG event winners earn a trip to the $1 million Bucking Bull Championship. That's the highest payout Bucking Bull event on the planet. The $1 million Bucking Bull Championship has a winner's take-home check of $500,000. And finals rodeo right here in Las Vegas this coming December. Now, if a bull either than Candy Cartel or I'm Not Alexis wins here, they too will earn a trip to the National Finals Rodeo. Also coming up shortly in this arena tonight, the $1 million Bull and Rider Tournament, pitting 10 of today's top young gun cowboys against 20 of the top 3, 4, and 5-year-old bucking bulls in the country. Now, what makes this event even more spectacular is that you, the fan, and stock contractors in attendance can decide which rider sits on top of which bull. A lot on the line. Don't go anywhere. A two-day EG Bucking Bull Spectacular coming your way in just a couple of minutes. Jeff Bressler along with Jerry Hargis. Jerry, we were just showing the studio show to those watching on Bucking Bull TV. Now we're welcoming a lot of new fans here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, the first night of the two-day Exclusive Genetics Champions Tour finale, as well as National Bucking Bull Day. The order of business at hand during this program, though, is the first section of the $1 million Bull and Rider Tournament. And what's basically happening here over the course of the next 2 days, 20 of Exclusive Genetics' top 3, 4, and 5-year-old bulls going against top 10 young guns to walk away with $23,000 for the winning bull, $7,500 for the winning cowboy. Now, a little while ago, we had a Calcutta, Jerry, and what really makes this event unique and why we're delighted to bring it to you on Bucking Bull TV is the majority of Bucking Bull events, riders come to the arena, they get a day sheet, they see who they're matched against. 10 riders came here at the link in Las Vegas tonight and had no idea who they'd be riding against.
That's right. You know, we gave the fans and the contractors and the bull riders themselves the option to bid on each other and pick the bull riders just minutes before they get on. And, you know, these bulls are already in the chute and the guys don't know what's going on. So it's kind of exciting and it's different, it's new, and it's working out pretty good for us.
Now, in these 20 bulls, Jerry, 2 bulls have won the $1 million Bucking Bull Championship, OMG and ZY He's Twisted. ZY He's Twisted won the $1 million Bucking Bull Championship in 2013, had a Boudreaux on his back so far in 2014, won a Boudreaux event. A Boudreaux is like a dummy that a 2-year-old bull wears, except it's 65 pounds and has legs on its side. ZY He's Twisted going with his first cowboy ever today. We're looking at a bull that had a really successful futurity year as a 2-year-old. How does that normally translate into a 3-year-old when they have a rider on him for the first time?
Well, a lot of times you don't know how they're going to react, but, you know, these bulls are pretty smart. You know, we got Cowboys on him for the first time, and I think he's going to step it up. You know, this bull's already won $540,000 plus in his career, and so he knows the game, he knows the routine, and I look for him to step out and really buck tonight.
Now I have a great assortment of riders, everybody from Trevon Ward, who's a young guy just starting out in the touring pros, to Mike Collins. Mike Collins, 6-time PBR finalist, has been off the circuit for a number of years, coming back today. So we got a great mixture of some seasoned veterans and some young guns here.
Yeah, I tell you what, looking down through the list of matchups, you know, some really good bulls, some really good riders, and each one of these matchups I think could play a win tonight. But, you know, I look for a little bull who's special, was a really juicy little spinner, Corey Bailey. He's been doing really good. Yeah, I think that could possibly be a round win, but any one of these guys could step in there and win.
So we're getting ready. What we're going to see now is Section 1 of 2 sections. Section 2 will come back to you a little later on Buck and Bull TV. Then tomorrow, top 6 bulls go against the top 6 riders for that big payout.
That's right, Jeff. A lot of money on the line, and, you know, we've got a good event right here. You know, we've got monster trucks in the background smashing cars, and we've got bands playing all around us, and the crowd's in the stands, and bulls are loaded. I was about ready to ride some bulls.
So live from the Academy of Country Music Party for a Cause, let's book some bulls, Jerry Hargis.
Let's do it. Let's get those EYs twisted, ready to go. Codrick Murphy. Now, one thing y'all need to know, these bull riders have to ride 3 seconds or they get a 0. If they ride 3 seconds, it's the bull score plus their ride time. They get 1 point for every second they ride. It's truly what we call a bull and rider tournament. Now, this isn't any surprise. We've been training this bull for 2 years. We've done everything. We've spent countless hours working with this bull. We've got him calm in the back, but he's still not calm in the chute. We got some great help on the back. We got his head tied in. We got a tough cowboy fixing to get on him. If he can ride this bull and the bull can score 90 and he can go 8 seconds, we could see a 98-point ride. Jeff, Jerry, what do you think?
So Jerry Hargis' first matchup tonight, the great ZY He's Twisted 2013 $1 million Buck and Bull champion against Codrick Murphy out of Houston, Texas. Talk about a young cowboy that gives it a lot of try.
I tell you what, this guy's been around a long time. He gets on a lot of these young competition bulls, and he knows how to get out of the chute. And that's the main thing on this bull is getting out of the chute. I mean, he's going to thrash him around pretty good, as you see he already does. He's giving him a little trouble there, but Codrick's a tough guy, and I know he's going to, when that gate does crack, he's going to try his heart out.
And once again, for ZY He's Twisted, won $500,000 last year, a whole new ball game here in 2014. First time ever this bull has a rider on his back. Matchup once again, Codrick Murphy against the great ZY He's Twisted. Hey, the guys protecting our Cowboys tonight, Bud Bentley out of Las Vegas, Nevada in the white shirt, and Talon Henry out of Fruitland, New Mexico.
Looks like he's getting close, Jeff. I think, you know, he should nod his head any minute. You know, it's only going to get worse in there, and Codrick knows that, and he's going to, as soon as that bull gives him one little shot, he's going to nod his head and show us what he's got on ZY He's Twisted.
This is a discussion we've had a lot of times, Jerry. When's the right time to pull the trigger? Codrick Murphy, one of those cowboys, he'll know when the right moment comes to have the gate pulled open.
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, he's been on a lot of these young bulls. He goes to a lot of these Derby and Classic competitions.
So there we see a great shot at the chute. Gate open. Here comes Codrick Murphy. ZY He's Twisted.
Go back to ride. He's making a ride.
Hey, makes the whistle.
Good job, Codrick. Makes a good little bull. You know, ZY, these young bulls, you never know how they're going to react. You know, he looks a little weak, and, you know, he doesn't know really how to handle the weight of that rider. But I'm sure as he gains some weight down the road, that bull's going to be a lot better. Today didn't have his best day, but Codrick, you know, takes advantage and makes an 8-second whistle.
We'll be taking a look at a replay in 1 second here. So, Jerry, in that transition from the Boudreaux dummy to a rider, when you have the Boudreaux dummy on, it's a pretty balanced weight on the bull's back. There's not a lot of give and take or tugging on the rope, so a whole new experience for these bucking bulls.
Yeah, you're right,
Codrick.
It sits up there, and it only weighs about 60 pounds, and, you know, Codrick's going to weigh in over double that, so he didn't know really exactly how to handle that weight yet, but like I say, he puts on a few 100 pounds down the road, and that bull should be a lot better.
So Codrick getting those extra bonus points for riding. He went 8 seconds there, qualified ride right out of the bat. We'll have the score for you in just a moment. Codrick Murphy and ZY He's Twisted.
You know, I'd like to make a comment, Jeff. You know, the one thing, Codrick took a gamble there because in this competition, there's no re-rides, there's no rebucks. If that bull hits him on the gate or falls down or whatever, he's out of luck and he gets a bad score. So it's one chance to make it count, and every second does count. Scores are coming in over here, trying to get the bull score. We know he'll get 8 points for his ride time. And
82 and a half points, 82 and a half points. Good way to get things started here tonight. What's our next matchup, Billy James?
All right, we're with Critter Lamb on OMG. Now, just to be clear, the bull is 82 and a half, correct?
Yes.
And then he gets 8 seconds. Oh, the bull is 74 and a half plus 8. He's a total of 82 and a half. Oh, we got Critter Lamb right here on World Champion Bull, $500,000 winner, OMG.
Critter Lamb on OMG, first ever $1 million Buck and Bull champion back in 2011. Jerry, you've seen OMG quite a few times. Bull's recently been having a renaissance, had a couple of good outs in CBR.
Yeah, he's going to be a nice little bull right here in the gate. He should be good little, comes out backwards, back to the, right around left. He's got him pretty good seat. Pack him around there, get a little spurn action. He's going to hang on for 8 and make a nice little rider right there. Bull Roach step in, but OMG, he's like he knows the deal. He's going to go right out the gate, and a really nice little rider there by a youngster, Critter Lamb.
So Critter Lamb doing well in a CBR, has seen OMG Buck before. And Jerry, let me just ask you this as we wait on the replay. Spoke to Critter Lamb earlier. He's seen OMG. These bull riders are very astute. Even if they don't, even if they're watching 20 other bulls in a night, they're paying attention to every bull that their buddies are riding.
Yeah, pretty much. These guys, they go up and down the road all year long. They see these bulls. Their buddies have seen these bulls. So when they crack the lash, they pretty much know what they're going to do. And even though OMG had a little different trip, he came out backwards, but went into his hands, so it worked out really good for Critter.
Now for the bull, if you noticed in your catalog, this bull's making a special appearance. We had a bull Painkiller that was qualified and came up crippled. OMG is not entered as far as for the top 6 bulls to come back tomorrow. But Critter can take OMG's score, which I think is going to be pretty good, and add 8 seconds to it. I definitely know we're going to have a new leader right there. It'll be interesting to see what the total score is going to be.
Once again, Billy James, just to remind everybody, if the rider rides 3 seconds or more, his rider time is attached to the bull score. So Jerry Hargis, let's go and look at OMG's score.
So total score, OMG scored 82 and a half plus 8 seconds. There's 90 and a half points on that ride right there.
So 90 and a half point combined rider bull total. So Critter Lamb, OMG, up in the lead right now.
Well, next we got Who's Special. Who's Special, and
Corey Bailey.
Corey Bailey. We got Gary Forshey right there on the back of the shoe with his bull Who's Special, his yellow shirt, and his straw hat all the way from Alberta, Canada. Watching his bull for the very first time with a cowboy on his back. Now, Who's Special is smaller than some of the rest of the bulls, but Jerry, well, he's a nice one, ain't he?
Yeah, Jerry Hargis, Corey Bailey, 12-year veteran of bull riding. In a good year this year. He's locked in, currently 4th in CBR points out of Paris, Tennessee. Let's get your opinion of the bull.
Yeah, I tell you what, Corey's a little bitty guy. He's going to weigh 125, 130 pounds, and he's a small little bull here. He's going to still weigh about 1,000 pounds or so. And that bull's going to come out, usually get it on right there in the gate, have a lot of gas, a lot of juice, a little bit of kick, and I see for Corey to make a really good bull rider right here.
So Corey Bailey going on Who's Special. Next matchup here tonight. Once again, we're going through 10 bulls and 10 riders in this section. 2 sections tonight.
Give him this a little bit of trouble and shoot. He's trying to get ready, nod his head. He's getting close, looks like. These young bulls, you never know. They don't really know exactly how to respond to that rider sometimes. So he's trying to get him just right before he comes out there. He wants to dang sure make a ride because he knows everybody else is making 8 today.
Hey, Buck and Bull fans, if you live in Las Vegas, I'm talking to you about a lot of riders here that ride full-time in the CBR, championship bull riding. If you're in Las Vegas a week from Saturday, come on over to South Point Hotel and Casino for the Tough Heaterman Boot Barn Challenge. You're going to see some great riders matched up against some great bulls. That morning, 1 week from this Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, CBR's Championship Futurity Tour will be broadcasting the 2-year-olds on Buck and Bull TV.
Ready to go right here. Who's Special going to take a couple jumps, quick drink without Corey Bailey just couldn't quite make it around that corner. He looked like he's kind of looking for him to go left, and Who's Special went right and dumped him right. Corey Bailey's going to have to try harder next go round.
Yeah, I think what we see here, Jerry, is that there's a lot of teamwork involved between bull and cowboy. You know, the objective is the rider to stay on 3 seconds or more, and the bull to be as rank as he could. The bull got the job done there, but Corey Bailey a little out of sorts the minute the chute gate opened.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you can see throwing him a little fake to the left, and Corey sure enough bit on it and made a little move to the left, and Who's Special smart enough to go back the other way and dumped him right out.
So Who's Special cowboy on him for the first time. Jerry, what's your analysis of how this bull's going to do here as a cowboy bull?
Well, he's another one of those that he just needs to grow up a little bit. You know, that bull needs to spend some time putting on some weight, but after he does that, I think it's going to be a really nice bull down the road.
Getting ready for our next matchup. Looks like Ven Johns.
Yeah, it is going to be Ben Johns. Now, as we talked about earlier, the last guy rode less than 3 seconds. The last guy rode less than 3 seconds, so he's going to get a 0, but the bull will get a score. We'll get that score in from the judges here in a minute, because the bull gets a score whether they ride him 3 seconds or not. So we'll get you Who's Special's score here in just a minute. He's going to have a hard time advancing in the top 6, only get that.
While we're waiting on that score, Jerry, next matchup here, Ven Johns out of Bixby, Oklahoma, the bull. Who's Jacket, another son of Houdini, coming up here.
Yeah, he's a really nice bull. He's going to kind of bounce around there and try to get the rider loosened up. He's got a little hop skip to him. Should come around and follow the gate around to the left. Really nice little bull once he gets into a spin. Right there around to the left, gets him over here in the gate. Really nice bull right there. That bull was really strong for the first time he's ever had a rider on him. That was a really good bull, and Ven couldn't quite make it around the corner.
Ven getting a little laugh at it, that bull doing his job in reverse.
Yeah, you can see Ven, he gets himself bowed out there a little too early, and then so once that bull turns back, he's got himself in the wrong position, and then once he gets over there close to the fence, Ven just really doesn't have a chance to get back around there.
So started with 2 qualified rides.
And that's how you know all 10 of these bulls can be ridden, and they should be ridden by the good guys, but you know you can't ride them all every time, and you know 2 for 2 so far. So we'll see how many they ride out of the total 10.
So we're going to still wait on a score both for Ven Johns.
You know, while we're waiting on that score, I think he did ride him 3 seconds, so he's going to get a score. And I think, you know, in my opinion, and we'll let Jerry kind of go along with me here, but I think, or go against me, I think that might have been the rankest bull out so far in the competition right there. Is this, now we're showing ZY up on the screen, so that's the wrong bull going, but is that?
That's the right score, 88.44 on that last go-around right there. Ven Johns on Who's Jacket.
84.5 the score for the bull, 84.5. So that's high bull score so far this evening.
Yeah, and didn't get there with OMG because he was ridden 8 seconds and got up there to 90. But then, even though he didn't ride for 8 seconds, he's sitting in second place with an 88.4. Let's go over here and see who we got next. Dangerous Doug.
Dangerous Doug coming up next. Bull rider
Zane
is
Cook on
Zane Cook. Zane Cook riding at 50% this year. PBR Touring Pro regular. Had a few top 15 finishes, so another cowboy that's locked in, Jerry, with a 50% riding percentage so far here in 2014. What do you think of the matchup with Dangerous Doug?
I tell you what, I think it could be really good. Dangerous Doug should get out and fall right into a spin right to the left. He's got some pretty good kick, a little bit up and down. He's got a really nice seat, and he should definitely make 8 on this bull if he you know, is riding like he's supposed to. So I look for a good score, a good bull.
You know, Jerry, I was just talking to Kay there. The Calcutta, who bought OMG? G matchup right there. The last bull bought, it's going to pay $7,000. If OMG can stay there at 90.5, you're going to win $7,000. But you still got some really good matchups to go here. Let's watch this one.
Dangerous Doug right there live. He's got him a little C's going. Really nice move to get back over there. Didn't quite make 8, but I tell you what, Zane Cook hustled. He got out of position, got back in position. Really nice. Stuck with it right there to the left.
Once again, Zane fighting for every possible second he could get as it's a combined bull rider score. That was Dangerous Doug.
So we watch that replay here. I mean, Zane Cook, he's got himself strung out. He's spurring, he's scratching, clawing, trying to stay in there. And what's important to know that he doesn't necessarily have to ride 8 seconds to be in there and get him a check tonight. You know, that bull's going to carry him, and he rode 6 or 7 seconds there. Come out with that bull score, still be a high score.
Hey, Zane a little down on himself. Thought he should have covered the bull, but a big round of applause. You want to talk about a guy that gave a bull that little extra give to get a couple extra seconds in his scoring, Zane Cook. Dangerous Doug, owned by Brad and Jamie Bays out of Fair Play, Colorado, one of Exclusive Genetics' regular customers.
You know, the beauty to this, Jeff, is that him trying so hard, even though he didn't ride 8 seconds, every second he was able to stay in there, he got a next point. Enough. It's going to be interesting to see with the bull scoring his ride where he ends up. I think he's going to be up there in that 88 range with combined score.
I think we'll have a new leader, Jeff.
92. 85 and 3/4 the score for Dangerous Doug, combined with the rider, 92.80. So Zane Cook moving up to the lead.
Black Don't Crack.
Black Don't Crack coming up next, being ridden by Billy Quaid Phillips.
New leader in that Calcutta, you know, that's $7,000 just to be a fan in the stands and bid on this bull right here, Billy Quaid Phillips. Bull takes it long right there to the left, jerks him down on his head. Probably not going to last the 3 seconds that he needed. Really nice bull there for the first time he's ever. You know, he jumps out there, makes a hard corner to the right, jerks him down. That's all it took.
Now Black Don't Crack, a bull that's won with the Boudreaux on his back in Exclusive Genetics Champions Tour action. Won back in Sycamore Springs and Locust Grove, Oklahoma a few weeks back, so making a good transition there. First time out with the cowboy on his back.
You know, those of y'all that don't know, Jerry Hargis has been around bulls since he was in diapers, and that's why Bucking Bull TV has hired him as our professional analyst. He's in his upper 30s now, knows a lot about bulls. Jerry, what I'd ask you about Black Don't Crack, because you've seen this bull as a futurity bull. Some of these bulls really don't come into their own until they get more weight and get a rider. And I don't know about you, but watching that right there, Jerry and Irene Sis, they might have him a superstar on their hands as a rider bull.
Yeah, it's a really nice bull right there. You know, like I say, for the first time, you never know exactly what they're going to do, but that bull just needs to grow up, and he's going to be really good.
So waiting on the score for Black Don't Crack, owned by Jerry and Irene Sisk out of Pennsylvania. As mentioned, he won the last Champions Tour, 87.25 was his score there. 86.4 the total there, 86.4.
Yeah, and they will get that 1 or 2 seconds the Cowboy rode, but it's, you know, so they're going to be up there in that 87, 88 range, but the Cowboy gets 0. So they, you know, but I don't know if they're going to get in the top 6 or not. Mike Collins and Jackrabbit.
Coming up next, Mike Collins, he's on the bull Jackrabbit. Mike Collins, as we mentioned, Jerry Hargis, 6-time PBR finalist, making a comeback after being out of the business for a few years. Jackrabbit, the bull, owned by Larry and Vicky Knopfinger and M&P Bucking Bulls.
Yeah, I think this is a great matchup right here. Mike's been around a long time. He knows how to ride bulls, and he should definitely ride this bull today. You know, Jackrabbit's a nice young bull. He's already won $35,000 in his career. Should be right there to the left. He gets in there just a little bit, but doesn't have a lot of drop. So a guy like Matt Collins should ride this bull and should be up there at it with the rider time. Should be up there in the high 80s.
Mike Collins let me know that he'd really like to get back on the PBR tour, but a tough climb to get back through the Touring Pro ranks, back up to the big show once again. In the way PBR has been working with their point system, the odds are really against you. You got to really get the job done. A lot of sweat equity there to make it back to the big show.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. This is definitely a young man's game, and Mike's been around. He's won, but it's been a long time since we've seen him in the arena. And for a guy to come back, you know, it's got a little bit of age on him. It's tough to do in this sport.
Not only is he coming back, he hasn't won a Touring Pro, but been showing well. A few top 10 finishes in Touring Pro action. So Mike Collins going against Jackrabbit Jackrabbit, if he's got his game on, one of those bulls that get a little bit of that wow factor, Jerry Hargis.
Yeah, really nice little bull. He gets a little bit in the air. You know, showed judges a little bit something. He's trying to get ready here. That bull's giving a little bit of trouble to shoot, but Mike's going to come in there and nod his head here pretty quick. Dennis Davis flanking the bull here. It's a little, whoa, that's a really nice bull right there. You know, he got a little tangled up and shoot, and when he come around there, he blew that hard and got Mike jerked back. And I tell you what, when you're riding your hand, the bull gets you jerked back on the end of your arm, there's pretty much no way to make it around that corner, and Jackrabbit looked really impressive today.
That's another one of those deals, Jerry Hargis, where Jackrabbit looked great, but again, it's the combined bull and rider score.
That's right. You know, he didn't help him on the rider time there, so Jackrabbit's going to have to do it all his own, where other bulls like OMG, they've had the 8 seconds to help him out. So in this format here, you know, it definitely didn't help him at all, that rider coming down early.
So waiting on the score for Mike Collins and Jackrabbit.
As you can see in the replay there, Mike kind of held on to that gate a little bit too long and really didn't help his cause, you know, helped him pull him away from his hand even more than he already needed to be.
86.4 the score.
Hey, I want y'all to look up here on the screen right here. We want to explain to you how these bull riders are getting paid. They're all going to ride 2 bulls tonight. We're gonna put their bull scores, both ride times together, and we're going to bring the top 4 guys back tomorrow. They'll go head to head. Number 1 will go against number 4, 2 against number 3. The 2 winners will then go head to head again against the best 6 bulls. There's the payout. Only competing against 9 other guys, and the best bull rider is going to get $7,500. If they make the whistle tonight and do not make the top 4, we're going to give them $250 for every bull they ride. Let's go with final judgment right here.
Final judgment coming up next. That's the bull. Trevin Ward, the bull riders. I mentioned young cowboy just getting started in the PBR Turn Pro ranks. Riding PBR Turn Pro exclusively, told me earlier today.
Got a little bit of change on that last score, a 90 total score there for Jackrabbit, so he moved himself up there and to position himself really good to do good this weekend.
It looks like he'll be a good contender to come back on Saturday for the big shootout.
Final judgment here, really nice little bull, should fit this guy really good. Shouldn't take it back to the right here into his hand. As we
on by California.
takes one jump right around the right. He's got him a seat. Bullfighter makes a really good move right there. You know, as that bull, when he doesn't weaken at all, and as that bull rider just keeps moving a little bit out and out each jump and just couldn't quite make it around there. Makes about 2 rounds. That's all he could take.
Yeah, nice save there by Bud Bentley. Let's acknowledge our bullfighters once again, Bud Bentley and Talon Henry.
You know, for a young bull right there, Jeff, that's kind of all you can ask for. You know, he tries really hard, one jump, turns back, and never lets up, just keeps giving it to that bull rider, and he's trying to make him a ride, and Y9 Final Judgment just keeps at him.
Full brother to Black Don't Crack. So Final Judgment, Black Don't Crack, both showing that they're going to make it with Cowboys on their back starting here in 2014. Looks like we might be having another score that's going to break a 90. What do we got, Jerry Hargis?
We got 90.5 right here, 90.47. So another bull that moves up there above that 90. There's going to be several bulls packed in there right around that 90-point score, and it's going to be a dogfight to see who comes back for the final tomorrow.
That bull, Final Judgment, Jerry Hargis, a one-horn bull. He had a horn infection. They had to remove the horn, and it's always questionable if a bull can come back from an ailment like that, and Final Judgment certainly did.
Yeah, it shows you how tough this bull is, how much heart he has. He come right back after having the horn sewed up and bucked hard. Jared Long, next bull rider right here.
Jared Long on the bull, it's Snot for Dinner. Jared Long out of Ramona, Oklahoma.
This is another one of these matchups that could be really good. This bull's really nice, turns back right there to the left. It's going to be away from his hand, but I tell you what, Jared rides good enough that that's not going to matter. Kind of a big stout bull for his age. Really nice. Should be a good solid bull rider right here.
It's Not for Dinner, owned by Skip and Linda Johnston out of Fairbanks, Alaska, and Brad and Tanya Ramir, the Alaskan Connection, son of Pandora's Box, out of the Cal Crystal Pistol. So some regal breeding there. See how It's Not for Dinner does. It's Not for Dinner finished 6th in the 2013 $1 Million Buck and Bull Championship this past December at the National Finals Rodeo, winning $24,000.
It's pretty amazing winning $24,000 in one event as a bull. Breckenridge, Colorado last year, his bull was second. He can be really nice. One jump right around the left. It gets him down the well, gets him in and out. You know, it's such a hard move to make when you get down in and try to get back out. Really nice little bull, sticks there at the left. See what judges think about that bull, but it's a good, solid bull. Like I say, he's kind of big and long and gawky for his age, but he's got a little whip right there. Jared gets down in the well just a little bit too much and couldn't pull himself out without getting too far.
So waiting on a score for It's Not for Dinner.
Another one of those matchups I thought would have went a little bit different, but you never know. You know, a bull had a good day and Jared didn't have his best day, so ended up with a bull right time that didn't last very long.
Now, I mentioned, Jerry Hargis, that this bull is a son of Pandora's Box, the great Pandora's Box out of a great Cal Crystal Pistol. People put a tremendous amount of credence in breeding when they purchase bulls as weanlings or yearlings, but really when you become a rider bull, the breeding gets pretty much thrown out the door.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. It's a good score coming in right here, 87.15. 87.15. It's not going to get him up there where he needs to be. You know, rider didn't last long enough for him, and you know, only being 84 3/4 point bull score is kind of hard to get up there. But yeah, like you say, Jeff, these PBR fans remember Pandora's Box for many years. You know, he had a under-in streak and went for a long time. And so this little bull's got the breeding to be good, and looks like he, you know, could probably prove himself in the future.
Last year, a year ago, this time, right in Mandalay Bay, wherever that is, I met the dude that
Getting ready for our next matchup.
Who's willing?
with a little bit of a remix to
This is
Who's willing?
this song's up for
Who's willing?
Who's willing? Tate Smith on Who's Willing.
you know to sing along.
One jump right around the right, gassy little bull. Tate Smith let him get him rocked out there and made him about a round or two, but Who's Willing, really nice bull. You know, when you're a bull rider, show up to an event, that's the kind of bull you want to get on. I mean, he falls right out there, it goes to spinning. I mean, you know, this guy should ride these bulls all day long, but I mean, it's hard to ride every time, so, you know, he gives a good little shot right there, but didn't quite make it.
So that was Tate Smith on Who's Willing.
Kind of lets him get bounced around there. You know, when you get back on your arm just a tad bit like you did and away from your hand, it's really hard to stay in there. Lets him get raised up and shoots him out of there.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to wrap things up from this section and give you the scores of the top bulls. So we're going to go to a quick commercial. We'll be back. You're watching Exclusive Genetics Champions Tour Finale and National Buck and Bull Day over Buck and Bull TV. We'll be back in 1 minute. I want commercials, so we can do a stand-up. Commercials.
Randy Compton, could you come back here to the microphones, please? Randy Compton.
We'll come in and do a score recap.
You feeling good, Vegas? I'm pretty sure we only got time for one more song.
You can also watch him buck right after the sale. Make your plans now to join us on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. here in the arena for the Buy 'em Now, Own 'em Now, Buck 'em Now auction and make the transition from Bucking Bull fan to Bucking Bull owner. Coming soon to Bucking Bull TV, Bucking Bull Fantasy Games. Each week you'll be able to pick bucking bulls for your own team and have a chance to win big bucks if your team does the best. the grand opening of Bucking Bull Fantasy Games on Bucking Bull TV is this July, so start following your Bulls on BBTV now. Bucking Bull TV archives all their programs, so if you miss one, don't worry, you can catch it later. Visit BBTV at buckingbulltv.com for your free access code. You can own a bucking bull. No truck, no trailer, no ranch necessary. We do all the work while you have all the fun. Own an exclusive genetic $1 million bucking bull and take the journey of a lifetime, competing for close to $2 million in payouts. Compete in events just open to $1 million bulls. Compete for payouts that continue to be the highest in bucking bull history. Compete at premier events like the Academy of Country Music and the National Finals Rodeo. Join exclusive genetics customers from 41 states and 5 countries for the thrill of a lifetime by owning a bucking bull. Learn more about exclusive genetics at exclusivegenetics.com.
Just saw the first section of the exclusive genetic $1 million bull and rider tournament. Looked like we're going to get off to a real fast start with a couple of covered rides, but bulls started getting the best out of the Cowboys. But I think overall for most of the bulls we saw today were 3-year-olds. A couple of 4 and 5-year-olds in there, but I think most of the customers and owners, that stock contractors that own bulls that they saw with Cowboys on them for the first time tonight had to be pleased.
Yeah, I think you got to be really happy with the bull. First time you ever put a rider on him, and like I say, most of these guys didn't last. Started off 2 for 2 on the riding, and we thought it was going to go, the bull rider's way, but it turned around in a hurry, and the bull started really performing good, and the bull riders just didn't show up and do as good as the bulls did.
We'll have the scores from this section for you in just a minute. Jerry, what do you feel some of the better matchups were here? Any surprises?
Well, I'll tell you what, there were a few surprises. Guys like Mike Collins, I thought he really do go on Jackrabbit, but you never know. Everybody's going to have an off day and stub your toe, and a bull like OMG, he moved himself. He's not the best bucker in there, but they're going to ride him every time. So with this format where you add your 8 seconds, he's going to be up there close to the leaderboard.
So we're going to come up with the scores in just a second. Once again, for those watching the continuous stream tonight, just want to let you know that when this concludes, we're going to have EG's Championship Tour finale, Bucking Bull Fantasy Games. That's another Calcutta. If you're watching on Bucking Bull TV, 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, we're going to come back with the EG's Champions Tour finale, the underdog class. That's for bulls that have never scored above 84 points. So we're going to make the transition, Jerry Hargis, from Cowboys back to the dummy. We were discussing the dummy that 2-year-old bulls have in futurities during the bull and rider tournament. Why don't you explain to us again what folks are going to see if they tune back in at 6 o'clock Pacific time?
Yeah, later now we're going to see these bulls a year younger than the last bulls that we just watched. They're kind of little baby bulls, and we put a small little weighted box on their back, and all it does is simulate weight, and just to see how these bulls are going to buck. And so it's kind of exciting to see these young bulls come out here all the way to Las Vegas and see them buck for the, they've had a few trips on them, but it's still relatively new, but still a lot of money up for grabs, Jeff.
All right, so Jerry Hargis, let's take a look at the leaderboard once again. First of 2 sections tonight, 10 bulls in each section. On top right now, Dangerous Doug, the really nice bull, owned by the Bays out of Fairplay, Colorado. Dangerous Doug scored an 85 and 3/4. Combine that with the Riders total, 92.28 points. Your impressions of Dangerous Doug?
I tell you what, that's a really nice bull. He goes right around there, turns back to the left, and he's got a little spin lock kick and raises up in the front end just a little bit. The kind of guys that love to get on, and like I said, they almost rode him and should ride him just about every time. Really nice bull.
Currently sitting second in the leaderboard, the seasoned veteran OMG, the winner of the 2011 first ever $1 million Bucking Bull Championship. And here's where you see the teamwork between bull and rider take place. OMG scoring an 82 3/4, but combine that with the rider's time of 8 seconds, 90 3/4 to put him in second position.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. You know, this bull OMG, he was good, but for a long time, but you know, he's kind of lost a little bit of step, and competing just against the bulls alone, he wouldn't win a check today. But whereas he can get an 8-second whistle, you know, he add that to his time, he's up there in that 90-point range.
So nice ride there by Kurt Lamb, putting OMG in second position. Third position currently belongs to the Knopflingers, M&P Buck and Bulls Jackrabbit. 88 1/4, the real high score for Jackrabbit. I was mentioning that bull has a lot of wow factor. Certainly showed it tonight. And once again, you see here things were weighed towards the bull. The rider only stayed on for 2.19 seconds. Jackrabbit getting the job done, 90.44, putting him in third place.
Yeah, definitely, Jeff. OMG really needed his rider's help, but Jackrabbit didn't need much help at all. You know, he scored 88 1/4, one of the highest bull scores tonight. Really nice, impressive bull, especially for the first time ever with a rider.
So that's it from section number 1 of the $1 Million Buck and Bull and Rider Championship here at the Academy of Country Music Party for a Cause in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the exclusive genetics fantasy games, Calcutta. Billy James will be back to explain that to you in just a couple of moments.
Live from the link at the Academy of Country Music's Party for a Cause in Las Vegas, Nevada, you're watching Bucking Bull TV's 2-day coverage of the exclusive Genetics Champions Tour.